Starting with Donald Trump's tweeting. Do you guys expect that he's going to keep tweeting when he gets into the White House, even though he said he's going to be a little bit more restrained? Kathleen?
Well, I think he has this impulse to tweet and will want to, and he probably will occasionally in the wee hours. But the fact is, he's going to be a very, very busy man. I don't think he realizes how busy, and he's not going to have that much time for tweeting.
Yeah, do you think he's using this Twitter interactions as more of a distraction from other things that he should be focusing on?
His friends tell me that one of the concerns he has heading into the White House is, does he actually get to keep his phone? Because he loves having access to 15 million people. He thinks Twitter is disruptive. He thinks he can connect with his base. The other thing about Twitter is during the campaign, when Paul Manafort and other aides said, hey, Mr. Trump, maybe you should put the phone down or give a scripted message, he just became pained, almost physically agitated.
Well, wouldn't you? If somebody wanted to take away your phone?
Sure, right. I think we'd all have that reaction.
When I'm an hour without it, I'm kind of jittery.
Right,
you know?
exactly. So now that we're at this place where the campaign's kind of over, looking back over the last 15 months, Kathleen, is there anything you would have done differently in the coverage over the last year and a half?
You mean in terms of my own column?
Yeah.
Well, I did go pretty forcefully against Donald Trump because I didn't, stylistically, he was someone I just couldn't see as president. And some of the things he said I found offensive and, like so many other people. So I went after him with a particular vigor. I think I would probably back off of that a little bit and try to vary my columns more. I would have done more focused on Hillary Clinton. The reason I didn't is because, well, I did write about her, and I certainly was not endorsing one over another, but I felt that people knew everything you could know about her. We've been talking about her and studying her and investigating her for 25, 30 years.
Right.
And he was the new person.
Right.
So.
And Robert, just really quickly, going forward, is there anything you'll change about the way you're covering Trump now that he is the president-elect and eventually the president?
Well, Kathleen's point about Secretary Clinton is spot on in the sense that we all felt like we knew so much about her. She'd been in the public square for so long. I think the challenge with Trump is, as much as there's this criticism of over-coverage, I would argue he's been undercovered in many respects, that there's so much of his sprawling business empire, his personal relationships, his real thinking that we just don't know about. Yeah. That it's going to take a lot of discipline in the press, including reporters at the Washington Post, to stay steady, focus on who he's associating with, what he's doing, his policies, and not just talk about Twitter.
No, I agree with that completely. We've been distracted a good bit by the style aspect of his candidacy. And as president, and writing about his presidency, my attitude going in is I'm going to be open-minded.
Yep.
And when I feel that something needs to be commented on, I will do that.
All right.